Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing right side riddles. So these are some riddles that are on right side, and we're just gonna go through them, see how many I get correct, and yeah. So let me make it clear.
Samantha is a hairdresser who will choose to give a haircut to two brunettes rather than to one redhead. Why?
Why? Okay. Uh, maybe because I don't know. I think it's because she. Nah, I can't.
It's obvious. This way, she will earn more. Both Mark and Daniel had a box of chocolates each. There were 12 chocolates in each box. Mark ate some sweets, then Daniel opened his box and ate the same number of chocolates that were left in Mark's box. How many chocolates do the guys have together now?
What? Wait, London.
Mark ate some sweets, then Daniel opened his box and ate the same number of chocolates that were left in Mark's box. How many chocolates do the guys have together now? It's obvious. This way, she will earn more. Both Mark and Daniel had a box of chocolates each. There were 12 chocolates in each box. Mark ate some sweets, then Daniel opened his box and ate the same number of chocolates that were left in Mark's box. How many chocolates do the guys have together now?
This gotta be kind of dumb, but I think it's 24. They ate none. Because he said he ate some sweets, not chocolates. That's the only thing I could think of. So 24. Same number. Anyway.
Together, they have 12 chocolates.
Whoop.
You're trapped in a secret laboratory by a mad professor. You find a corridor ending with 3 doors. Behind the first door, there's a giant shark. Behind the second one, there's a deep hole with sharp metal spikes at the bottom. And the third door hides live electrical wires. Before you have time to pick one exit, the corridor starts to fill with water. Choose fast. Which door can save your life?
What?
Doors. Behind the first door, there's a giant shark. Behind the second one, there's a deep hole with sharp metal spikes at the bottom. And the third door hides live electrical wires.
Electrical
Before you
and
have time
water?
to pick one exit, the corridor starts to fill with water. Choose fast. Which door can save your life?
I know this. I'd say the spikes, because once you open the door, all the water will go through, and you can swim across without going at the bottom. You don't have to go all the way back down there. So it's the spikes, right? Because once you go through, the water will go through, and you can swim across. You don't have to. You're not gonna fall. There's water.
Choose the second door.
I knew it.
As soon as the corridor fills with water, you'll be able to swim over the spikes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can you find 3 differences between these 2 pictures?
3 differences between them two. Okay, the paintings are swapped. The drawers. So the drawers and the paintings. And the clock. Drawers, paintings, clock.
Here you go, all 3 of them.
Yep.
How about these 2 rooms? Do you
Okay,
think
missing
you can
cloud.
find 3 differences?
Missing cloud. The ball, missing cloud, missing ball. And missing the figure. The little doll figure. The thing on the bookshelf. Cloud, ball, bookshelf.
If you've spotted them all,
Yep.
congratulations.
Bye-bye. bookshelf. Whatever.
Feeling
Oh,
healthy
no, not good.
by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day and giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that. Have you had your Hershey's?
Dumb.
Now, look at these students and tell me who is cheating.
It's the girl with the orange hair. She has notes all over her arm. Look, she has text all over her arm. The girl with the orange hair.
It's this girl wearing a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
She has the answers to the test written on her arm.
Yep.
Mark was an infamous robber. So smart, he was always one step ahead of the police. Mark's rivals were jealous of his skills. But one time, they found out that Mark had just got his hands on a precious necklace. His main competitor decided to steal this necklace from Mark to prove he was a more skilled thief. So he searched Mark's house, but didn't find the necklace. Disappointed, he put everything back in place and left. When Mark came back home, he immediately realized someone had been there. How did he figure it out?
Because the stuff's smooth.
The bed is the clue. It looks different than before the rivals' visit.
Yeah, I said
Look
the
at
stuff
these
is
people
smooth.
attentively.
Stop moving.
All of them are teachers, but one teacher
Try to
is
climb
fake.
to the bed.
Can you figure out which one?
Say what?
Look at these people attentively. All of them are teachers, but one teacher is fake.
It's like
Can you
easy.
figure out which one?
It's so easy. Once you look around, you'll know. There's literally a wanted sign. There is literally a wanted sign. It's the guy on the left. The wanted sign in the middle. It's the guy on the left. Too easy.
It's the guy on the left. Can you see his portrait over there on the wall?
Yeah.
He's a wanted criminal. Now, look at these two teachers. Which of them is a criminal?
The girl on the left has blood on her arm. Blood. What is that sticker? Blood.
It's most probably the lady on the left. Look, there's something red on her sleeve. Is it blood? Put on your detective hat and tell me which grandma is not dangerous.
Grandma for what?
Look, there's something red on her sleeve. Is it blood? Put on your detective hat and tell me which grandma is not dangerous.
It's not? There's like a robot through the window. That's closest to the blue lady, so I'm gonna say the orange one is not dangerous. She's safe. There's nothing.
Look at the reflection of the granny on the right. She seems to be a robot. This doesn't make her dangerous per se, but it's still weird.
Yeah.
Michael had a powerful enemy who was a dark wizard. Once he managed to kidnap the man and lock him on top of an incredibly high tower. In Michael's room, there was just one small window and no doors at all. But the wizard thought it wasn't enough. He set the tower on magic fire and apparated away. Michael knew he didn't have much time left. He looked around the room and saw 3 magic potions. The first one could make him inhumanly small. The second would turn him into a vampire. And with the help of the third potion, he could summon any animal he wanted. Which potion should he
Well, if you're a
drink?
vampire, you could just turn into a bat and fly out. So go with the vampire, the blue one. Because if you're a vampire, you can just fly out.
Well, even if he destroyed the tower with his newly acquired strength, it wouldn't help him with the magic fire. No animal could help him escape from the tower. But if he chose to become a vampire, he would be able to turn into a bat and simply fly away.
Easy.
Damien left a $100 bill lying on his desk and left for work. When he came back, the money wasn't there. No surprise. The cook explained that she had put the bill under the book lying on the table, but when Damien checked, there was nothing there. Then the housekeeper said that she had moved the money inside the book between pages 10 and 11 to keep it safe. But again, there was nothing inside the book. And finally, the gardener said that he had seen the money sticking out of the book and placed the bill between pages 13 and 14. Who took the money?
Oh. I know, it's the guy in the yellow shirt. Look what he has in his hand. Like some weird scissors. Oh.
It was the gardener.
Yeah.
Pages 13 and 14 are two sides of the same page.
Oh. I got
YouTube Premium is
Why
ad-free YouTube.
do I get two ads? I
YouTube
want this
Music
6
Premium.
minutes.
There were just 2 days remaining before an important basketball competition when one of the main players of one of the teams went missing. The last time he was seen at lunchtime. There were 3 suspects, Michael, Ethan, and John. The police interviewed the 3 of them and got the following answers. When the player disappeared, Michael was giving autographs to some pretty girls. Ethan had sprained his ankle and was getting a massage. And John was taking a shower before the training. Who is a liar?
Hey, wait.
There were 3 suspects, Michael, Ethan, and John. The police interviewed the 3 of them and got the following answers. When the player disappeared, Michael was giving autographs to some pretty
Okay.
girls. Ethan had sprained his ankle and was getting a massage. And John was taking a shower before the training. Who is a liar?
Okay, so 6 was correct because he had to sprain his ankle. Oh. It has to be number 2 because he's bald. Why would he be taking a shower if he's bald? It's number 2.
It's John. It doesn't make any sense to take a shower before the training.
Oh.
Richard was walking through the park after work when somebody hit him on the head from behind. When he woke up, he was in a well. Luckily, there wasn't too much water in it. But as soon as Richard tried to climb out of the well, he realized the walls were too slippery. The man noticed a rope with a bucket tied to it. The bucket was hanging pretty low, but try as he might, Richard couldn't reach it. Now, climb out of the well, he realized the walls were too slippery. The man noticed a rope with a bucket tied to it. The bucket was hanging pretty low, but try as he might, Richard couldn't reach it. However, in 15 minutes, the man was running away from the dangerous place. Can you figure out how Richard escaped?
Okay.
But try as he might, Richard couldn't reach it. However, in 15 minutes, the man was running away from the dangerous place. Can you figure out how Richard escaped?
Because someone helped him. Someone used the bucket, someone went down there, and someone else helped him.
The man took his shoes off and threw them into the bucket. It got down, and Richard managed to escape.
Whatever.
On the outskirts of town, there was a haunted house. A group of friends decided to check if the house lived up to its reputation. They went there at night, but as soon as they reached their destination, one guy refused to go inside and tried to stop the others. But they just laughed at him and entered the place, leaving him behind. He heard some terrible crashing sounds coming from the house, and then everything went still. The guy never saw his friends again. How did he understand there was something seriously wrong with the house?
There's footprints in grass, and one of the footprints in grass. But
The guy who stayed behind was very attentive. He noticed that there were lots of footprints leading towards the house, but none going away. Captain Black was on the bridge of a spacecraft when the engineer informed him they had problems with the engine.
in glass? I could go outside right now, step in the grass, there'd be no footprints. There's like footprints in snow.
They needed to land soon to repair it. There were 3 planets on their way. One was freezing cold and covered with ice. The second was boiling hot and covered with molten lava. And the third planet was covered with acid that could easily destroy their ship. What planet did the captain choose?
orange one because they're astronauts. But don't the suits, like, they don't do anything. They don't, it gets them the right temperature. It's not gonna do anything.
Black chose the cold planet, since very low temperatures aren't a problem for a spaceship. 4 boys are lined up on several steps, all of them facing in the same direction. A brick wall separates the 4th boy from the rest. Boy number 1 can see boys number 2 and number 3. Boy number 2 can see boy number 3. All boy number 3 sees is the wall, and boy number 4 doesn't see the others. The boys are wearing hats, and they know that 2 of the hats are white and 2 are black. Which boy will be the first to figure out and shout out the color of the hat he's wearing if the boys aren't allowed to turn, talk to each other, or take their hats off?
Number 1, because then he could see the most amount of people. Because they know every 2 people is their hat. So if you do 1, 2, 3, black hat, so it's him. Number 1.
It'll be boy number 2. Boys 3 and 4 can't see each other's hats. Boy number 1 sees 1 black hat and 1 white hat, and knows that his hat can either be white or black. Boy number 2 sees 1 black hat. He realizes that if he was also wearing a black hat, boy number 1 would understand that his hat is white. And since he hasn't shouted yet, it means that boy number 2 is wearing a white hat. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity...
That'll be the end of my video, so